Hey you guys, this is my next video in my journey with weight loss surgery. So I had somebody message me because they're thinking about starting this whole process, and the question was, once you decide to have weight loss surgery, what's next? So that's what this video is going to be on. I'm going to have surgery, now what? What's next? So the first step is when you're ready to start your going through the process for weight loss surgery, you have to have a consultation. So my regular primary doctor referred me to Dr. Felix Spiegel, that's who my surgeon is, in Houston. And I set up a consultation. So I went to the consultation. That's where he recommended the duodenal switch. I talked about that in my last video. And then at the end, he answers like any questions you have. If you, the consultation was probably 30-ish, probably a little more than that minutes. And I never felt rushed, and it was all about, do you have any questions? We just talked through a lot of things. And so after that, they asked me, are you still wanting to go on with this weight loss surgery? Because after you have your consultation, if you decide it's not for you, you can completely stop it and say, no, I don't want to have surgery, and that's completely fine. I said yes. So the next part is they send it off to your insurance. This took a little bit. I can't remember about how long, but it does take a little bit, maybe 2 weeks-ish. So they send it to your insurance. The doctor has to fill out paperwork saying why they think that you need surgery. They send it to insurance. Insurance sends back a list of prerequisites. Let me preface this by saying all insurances are different and all people are different. I know with my paperwork, because I have pre-diabetes and high blood pressure, my doctor put on the paperwork that I have life-threatening illnesses and that I needed the surgery as soon as possible. I also know that I had already done the diet with my doctor, because sometimes insurance will kick back and say, before we will approve the next step in your surgery, you need to do like a 3-month or 6-month diet with your doctor. And sometimes they kick back and say you need to do so many nutrition classes. For me, luckily, my insurance did not say any of that. My prerequisites were I had to do an EGD. That's where they stick the scope down your mouth and look in your esophagus and your upper stomach and all that. They're looking to see if you have any ulcers, if you have any hernias, if you have, God forbid, stomach cancer or anything like that. That's going to hinder them when they actually go in to do the surgery. So I had my EGD done back in the beginning of November, and I do have a hernia, which is okay. When I have my duodenal switch, my doctor will also repair my hernia. That's going to be part of it. And they're also going to take out my gallbladder. So I am having like a 3-in-1 surgery. I'm going to have the duodenal switch. They're going to repair my hernia, and they're going to remove my gallbladder. The gallbladder is because a lot of people, after they have the duodenal switch, like a month or 2 after, they will start having gallbladder issues, and they have to go in and they have to go in again to take out the gallbladder. So he's like, they started to just do it all together, so you kind of don't have to have that other surgery in a few months. I digress. Anyway, so I had to have the EGD. I also had to have a mental, what is it called? Like a psych evaluation. I had to meet with a therapist or a psychiatrist, and they ask you like a bazillion questions. Some of them are so random. Like one of my questions was, do you like to receive junk mail? Just random questions. It's like a questionnaire that you fill out first. It had like 300 and something questions on it, and some of them are pretty comical. And then you meet with the therapist after, and they ask you a bunch of questions like, do you understand that surgery is not a fix-all? It's a tool, that if you don't, do the things that you're supposed to after, that you can, put your weight back on, or that it cannot work. Do you understand that this is a life-changing surgery? Just making sure that you're of mental mind to make the decision for the surgery, and that you have the mental accountability, or what's the word I'm looking for? That you just can mentally handle all the changes that are going to be happening to you and your body. I know that I'm in a group for people that have had the surgery that I'm having. And one of the main things that I read after is about the whole mental aspect. Like, you go through a whole roller coaster of emotions, and you have to deal with a lot of things after you have surgery. Because it's not just the surgery. Like, surgery is not a magic fix-all. It doesn't just take the weight away. It makes it easier to lose weight, but you also have to change some of your mindset. Like, I was raised in a family that, you cleaned your plate. We had gravy and biscuits almost every meal. Like, you just have this mindset that you grew up with, and some of those things have to change. Like, I have to know I'm not going to be able to clean my plate every time. That's kind of where the nutrition classes come in to play, that why insurance requires some of those nutrition classes is because they want to make sure that you're able to make those choices after. So anyway, I had to have the EGD. I had to do a psych evaluation, and that was my only 2 prerequisites. After I did my psych evaluation, because that was my second thing that I was able to schedule, it took my doctor's office called me. She's like, we see that you have all your prerequisites. We're going to send it to insurance. It took almost a month once I did all my prereqs for insurance to come back and approve me. Sometimes you do your prereqs and insurance may still kick back and deny you. Or they may say you need to do this also. It's kind of like a game. You just have to, or like a checklist. It's like a checklist. You have to check all the boxes, and then they may give you another box or 2. And then once you get all the all the boxes checked, they either approve or deny you. So they approved me. My doctor's office called and said I was approved, and then we scheduled my surgery. I think my next video is going to be on the liquid diet, kind of going over what I can eat on a liquid diet and all of that. But anyway, I hope this helps. This is kind of like what I had to go through to get surgery approved through insurance. Now, like I said, everybody's insurance is different, and we can even have the same insurance and our process can still be different because we have different backgrounds. And that kind of goes into, what insurance says. Because I have, I can never say this word, 2 or more comorbidites. Basically, I have 2 illnesses caused by my weight, and because I am 50% or higher body mass index, my body mass index is 50% or higher. That's how I qualified for DS, the duodenal switch, and that's how my process was shorter. I think the less your body mass index is, the more steps you have to go through. So anyway, I hope that helps. Like I said, if you have any questions, please let me know. And I can make a little video or talk to you through it. I really like hearing all your stories. I've loved having people message me and tell me stories about their personal story, or, their loved one and how they've gone through kind of the same process as me. And I really like hearing that. I love hearing success stories. I'm ready to be a success story and be able to show you guys all this success. I'm gonna have to take a picture because I think I've lost about 20 pounds since I started this liquid diet thing. Because, I'm still doing liquids most of the time, and then I'm eating like a meal a day. Today I ate 2 meals. We had breakfast and lunch, but that's probably, we had some barbecue. It was really good barbecue. But I'll probably do a shake for dinner. And then during the week I've been eating shakes mostly, and then eating dinner, and I am like so sick of protein shakes. I can't even tell you, but I'm just gonna push through. And then technically my liquid diet starts again on Friday, this coming Friday, for real, like all day. But I think that's gonna be my next video. All right, I will talk to y'all again soon. Bye.